when you're working with someone like Billie Eilish, it's like, she's the coolest person in the world right now. Don't make her less cool. The idea behind what we do next is to really put a spotlight on the great things young people are doing with technology and challenge maybe some of the judgment or misconceptions older generations have about what they're doing on their phones.
Look at us. Just a bunch of kids that are screen obsessed. Disconnected.
The brief originated from a focus on rejuvenating the Telekom brand. They're a large telco, a leading brand across Europe.
We were writing this campaign for Gen Z, and we had the most influential, powerful teenager on the planet being able to be the voice of that message.
She asks fans if they're filming her to put the phone by the side of their face because she wants to have a connection with them. She wants to feel like they're looking at her with their eyes. And Billie was really the person that kind of said, do you know what? I don't really want to tell my fans to do things I wouldn't necessarily do.
And I think that was like a penny drop moment when everyone realized that we shouldn't be telling Gen Z what to do with their devices. They're already figuring it out. We just need to help the world understand that as well.
What they need is for you to communicate with them and understand them and stop judging them. Stand up for them. As a telco, the campaign had a long-form film at its heart from the beginning because we wanted to tell a long story and we knew that YouTube would be the place that would live. Something very high, like 80% of young people consider themselves activists, but they don't consider themselves rebels. So there's a real redefinition of what activism means to this generation. Activism and having a voice doesn't have to be seen as anarchic or destructive in any way.
It's not just about the brand and it's not just about Billie. It's about the ordinary Gen Z who can relate to this story.
When you're doing a campaign that celebrates the amazing achievements of young people, we should find real young people and real achievements.
We have Giacchini, former youth representative for the United Nations, Fabian, LGBTQ+ activist, Leo, an up-and-coming DJ, Arini, environmental activist, Philip. He calls himself an IT security consultant, but he's done some really cool things like hacking larger corporations and showing them where the flaws are in their network and how he can help solve that. Anna Laura, a social media sensation, and she helps to teach her followers about living sustainably. And then we also include Billie as part of our squad, and I think we all know who she is.
She really understood what we were trying to say.
The fact that in the script there was so much attitude, the way that it was delivered, I think was the most important thing. That's our language. That's how you would talk to us. She's one of us, so it just felt right.
And when you actually think about the voiceover and the twist of the voiceover, it's quite dark. In some ways, it's quite cynical. Optimism doesn't always have to feel so optimistic.
And they ask us what we're doing on it.
Quiet when I'm coming home.
Why don't we show them what we're doing with it?
We released on International Youth Day a really strong story of optimism at a time where people really needed it.
I was nervous because I knew that Gen Z would react. We're quite loud online, and if a piece of breaking news comes out or there's a new song, Gen Z will normally have something to say about it. They'll make a meme or there'll be like a stan page or someone will get cancelled.
I think reading the comments was the first realization of, okay, we did it. People love this.
I think there was even one comment that said something like, I thought this was going to be a campaign about too much screen time. And I was like, that's it. They know the stereotype so well. I think that this campaign is unlike any other telco campaign because it recognizes a generation that are judged for the technology that they've given them. We didn't speak for them, we spoke with them.